Hey, what's going on with y'all? Fellas, ladies, what's good? How y'all doing? I know it's good to be alive, man. It's good to get all those fucking fucked up thoughts out of my head, negative ones, as regards of taking my own life or wishing I was dead. It's good to, it's good to be up and not think that kind of shit. It's good to just sit around and be thankful for what I have and be thankful that I'm still here and always be blessed every single day. And always know that I'm blessed and I was given multi types of talents and powers, if you may, for all the shit that I went through, I was given something back. But for the evils, is what I like to call them, the evils, they were over there busy trying to ruin my life and take everything from me, and they did a good job at that. I mean, they crippled a lot of my shit. They took me from, my spot, car, fucking friends, girlfriend, fucking money, everything. All my possessions stolen, things coming up missing, laptop, hacking my shits, taking all my clothes, took my ID, social security card, birth certificate, made me lose my job. Cops harassing my ass, not doing shit to me, suffered that fucking stroke, end up in the hospital, no one giving a fuck, kicked out in the street, and those are all the the big outcomes that happen from all the redundant bullshit that was happening every fucking day. The tedious bullshit that I had to deal with that I didn't want to deal with. And I was trying to work my way out of this shit and trying to figure out how the fuck I can get away from these people. How can I evade all these pieces of shit who keep following me for God knows what reason. But I tell you one thing, God ain't got nothing to do with this. Because the shit they doing is just plain evil. So the evils know where they want me to go. I'm over here trying to figure out why this is happening to me. And while I'm asking myself why is this happening all the time, I was wasting time trying to figure out what's my next move. How do I cope with living like this? Is it possible for me to live this way? And I was asked that question by a lot of people during this shit. Can you live like this? Can you ignore these people? I was told by a person that set me up. I'm like, they fucked off. I quote, they stopped messing around with me, when I stopped using my phone, blah, blah. It's fucking cockadookie for so many different reasons, because why the fuck would you tell me to stop using my phone? You just didn't want me to look at my phone because you didn't want me to find out who the fuck was doing this shit. And oh, by the way, I said in that video I mentioned about evidence and how I ain't had none. I lost a lot of that shit. Because, that's their thing, is to make you look fucking crazy. Today I almost like to fucking punch this guy right in his fucking eye, man. Because he clearly wasn't seeing shit clearly. So I might as well fucking damage his fucking eye. Retina and all that shit. Because he ain't need to be looking at what the fuck. He was seeing the world blindly as fuck. He asked me a question. He was like, yo, man, so, what you stressed out about? You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, sometimes I be thinking about the shit that happened. Like, what happened? Getting all fucking in my business. I'm like, it's just a bunch of shit. He's like, what do you explain? I'm like, alright, well, I started explaining the shit. And he's like, well, why will all these people be following you? Like, there's gotta be some reason for them to be following you. There's gotta be some reason. Like, you must have did something. Like, you fucking piece of shit. Like, first of all, that triggered me because it sounded like some shit that every other cocksucker does when they was doing the shit to me. And so that, on point, was like, I had to calm my nerves down. Like, let me listen to this fuckboy talk some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Barely even know this piece of shit. Asking me personal shit I ain't like anyway. And basically trying to turn it into some shit that I did. And then asked me if I had mental health issues. Another trigger. Same bitch at my job that was the manager who replaced the manager that was supposed to be there, who got demoted for what the fuck reason? Oh, let me guess, gang stalking bullshit. Said the same thing to me. Do you have mental issues? And I'm like, motherfucker, you sound like everybody else. And I barely knew this dude. Driving real fucking slow. Cars are like right on the side of me. I'm like, oh, this shit's happening again. So immediately when that happens, I immediately get something inside of me that's just like, I get that gut feeling. Not scared, but I just get that feeling where I'm back to survival mode. Now I start looking at everything. When I get into that mode and I start picking out shit and seeing things, there's certain times I can keep my fucking mouth shut. I see things, I want to say something immediately. Like fucking tablets and shit like that, don't like them. And a lot of you motherfuckers know why I don't like them. They do shit. Those tablets, they do fucking things. They sync shit. So when I see a tablet, that's enough for me to be like, what's up with the tablet? Why you got a tablet out? You know what I'm saying? You know, they can do this, that, and the third with those tablets. You know, and motherfuckers, what the fuck you talking about? So I don't ever say shit about that. But when you're pointing your phone, or I'm driving in the car and you got your GPS or whatever, and you got it like that a little bit, I might say something like, hey, why you got your phone pointing at me? Now, you know, if you don't mind, I mind for you to put your phone away, put it in your pocket. You shouldn't be using it while you're driving anyway. If you need to hear the GPS, turn on the fucking mic. You don't need to be looking at the goddamn map as you're driving. That's another reason if you'd have an accident, it ain't that important. It can wait. Just like a text message, it can fucking wait. And since you can't multitask properly, I don't feel comfortable with that thing sitting in my face because I can't multitask sitting here talking to you while I know that thing's pointing at me. And I can be wrong for that. It sound like I'm paranoid, but you know what? That's what was happening to me. Motherfuckers putting you on live streams and shit like that with their goddamn phone. Happens. So forgive me if I tell you to put your phone away if you have the damn thing pointed at me. I'm not going to ever see if you have your phone out. I don't get triggered by it. I don't walk away. None of that shit. I ain't scared to be on camera. But you know what? When I start hearing you talk a certain way, when you have something that has a camera out, or a situation where I feel like I could be in a situation where there can be hidden cameras in here and someone's watching me, and you start talking stupid shit like, so, what made you want to do? And then, you know, they start, they're almost broadcasting it, like asking a whole bunch of people a question, like a stream or something like that. Motherfucker, I watch those streams. I see how they talk to people. You're like, so, you know, talking shit. This is what my ex used to do all the fucking time. So, what made you, so, like, why did you just, like, do what you did to me? I'm like, what are you talking about? I didn't do shit to you. Like, you just did something to me. Why'd you do it? I'm like, bitch, shut the fuck up with that shit. Who are you talking to? Let me see your phone. Am I talking to any? You know, and they started using that as a way to fuck with my head. So I never knew if she was doing it or when she was, because she would always do that to make me think that she was always doing it. But then she wasn't. You know, she's real clever motherfuckers, man. Real clever, real sneaky. You know, with their bullshit, you know. And it's just at the wow, it's just like, you know what, fuck it. I used to sit there and talk to the little microphones or whatever the fuck they was videoing. I'm like, you know what, man, fuck all of y'all. Y'all are pieces of shit. I don't give a fuck what you see me do. I don't care. I stopped caring what I talked about because I had to watch my mouth for everything I fucking said. You know, there was a time when I tested this shit out. I said something that was real funny, and I knew that if I said it, I'd get a laugh or something out of somebody. And I said some goofy ass shit, and this dude was, I swear, looking at his cell phone and starts laughing. He was too far away for me to hear me. I was whispering that shit. Unless I'm being broadcast. And it was times too, like, when I would walk outside, and I swear on everything I love that I would talk, and somehow that shit would like bounce off and it would like echo, like it was like I was on a fucking microphone. Like, I'll be talking, I'll be like, yeah, blah, 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 and be like, yeah. I'll hear the echo and shit. I'm like, I hope I'm tripping, man. I hope I'm fucking tripping, because I know I just heard a microphone go off. And I got another little situation for y'all to tell you real fast. So, you know, I always forget the little details. There's so many that it's just like, alright, there was this time at the Days Inn, right? We stayed in this beautiful suite hotel. It was fucking, like a presidential suite. You know, dope ass shit. Jacuzzi in the room, big ass fucking room, like a crib, like a mansion or something. You know what I'm saying? Like just one of them rooms in a mansion. And you could fit your car in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Park it there for a little bit and drive it out. That's how nice the room was. Man, that room was nice as fuck, but they did the worst kind of gang stalking I can ever think of that happened in that fucking Days Inn. Woo, that shit used to fucking whatever. I'm not gonna stress it right now because it happened. What happened. Like, they was pointing the laser beams at me, the infrared beams, like as if it's like someone was just scoping me out. And then I got to the point that I had no more fear. There was the fucking infrared on my chest. Where was it coming from? Now, remind you, we're on the 3rd floor. If I'm not mistaken, it was room 305 or 301. I think it was 301. It was a suite in the Days Inn in fucking Tucson. You like that? I remember a lot of shit, assholes. So it's like the wrong motherfucker you did fuck with when you did this. Y'all should have got someone stupid. You know, I was saying that shit every day. Y'all should have got somebody who didn't know shit and didn't know how to pinpoint a goddamn thing. Because then you'd probably be dead by now. But y'all picked the wrong motherfucker to fuck with. I know that. So we're up in that hotel room just kicking it, just chilling, right? And You know, like I said, at the refrigerator, the jacuzzi. I didn't get in the jacuzzi ever. I stopped doing that shit. I just didn't. First of all, I didn't like getting in that shit's too fucking hot. She always wanted the jacuzzis, and I'm like, whatever. Pay for the jacuzzi room then. It's cool, whatever. You know, fucking bed, couch, big ass bed, couch, big ass TV, 2 TVs and the shit. You know, we was like living like that in suites every single day. You know what I'm saying? It was just normal to walk up in a suite hotel and be like, fucking, there was a pool in one of them. Like, it actually had a pool and close off door. Fucking tape bar top and shit. It's like, man, shit's dope. So we sitting on the bed, right? We watching porn, right? Me and my ex. And we're watching porn. And she kept buying these fucking things, man. Like, I got these pillows, right? She would buy me, like, fucking degrading gifts. Like, just fucked up shit to like, degrade me somehow. And I never really... I would just tell her to fucking fuck herself with it, you know, because I wasn't going to wear it or bring it with me. She would just keep doing it, though. And she was fucking bright, I'll tell you that. So she bought me this pillow, and it was like a piece of shit. The pillow was a fucking piece of shit. It was shit. Literally shit out of an ass. It was fucking dookie. And she wanted me to... She's like, here, I got you this pillow right here, and it has earphones in it. So it had a speaker, and it had earphones, so you can listen to the earphones. Matter of fact, you can listen to the speaker as you lay down. And she's like, got it for $2. I was like, you ain't get that shit from me. Like, you better give that to your son, because ain't no piece of shit here. And you ain't laying next to no piece of shit. So, you know, they ain't even April Fool's, bitch. So take that thing back or give it to your son, because that ain't me. You know, no disrespect, you know, about to her son, but don't give it to another man in your life. Don't give that shit to me. Give it to some other motherfucker. Don't do that. So she gave, you know, she said she'll give it to her son. You know, I just gave it to you because knowing damn well she didn't give it that shit to her son because it's disrespectful. If you saw that, you'd be like, Mom, why are you buying me shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you trying to say? So I said, look, keep that thing. And she's like, whatever. So I threw the shit. I threw it off the bed. I was like, man, don't give that to me. Take that shit and throw it in the garbage, you know. Wipe your ass with it. Whatever. And, watching porn, and we got back in the mood, I guess, and then fucking, like, the maids that were out there, right? They was always in on it too, them fucking maids. That speaker, that little pillow speaker was hanging on the couch, not too far from the porno, and it was broadcasting. Like, she had it hooked up so it can, like, it was hooked up into the room, like, wired in there. So the room was wired. And the reason why I know this, I always knew this before. She was always telling me the rooms were wired, but I never believed it because I never saw it. This gave me perfect evidence. Lady comes by cleaning the rooms, taking way too long to clean up one fucking room over there anyway. Always doing that shit. Always was there for like 3-4 hours, just on the same fucking floor, on my floor, waiting for me. Her walkie-talkie goes off, and I'm hearing this loud fucking noise, like, and I'm hearing this noise, and it's like moaning, like it sounds like the porno. I'm like, what is that? She said, I don't know what it is, and she's laughing, trying to play it off. She's pissed deep inside, and it's going off like, and I think it was making some noises, like some sucking, like dick sucking noises, and it was sounding funny. And I'm like, and then she comes back, she's like, yo, the fucking porno is, like, they have a speaker, like their speaker broadcasting through her walkie-talkie, and she's trying to play it off. She's like, what the fuck is this? They're over here bugging our room, like she already knew about it. And she fronted that she couldn't speak Spanish or whatever, right? Which is so fucked up in so many different ways. Goes out there. She's like, I'm going to go talk to her. And she was like, blah, blah. I talked to her. She's like, I can't believe this shit. I don't want to stay here no more. And she said, you know, there was another girl out there who was cool, though. She's going to come by tonight, which never happened. For the threesome we were going to have. And I never saw her ass again. You know, that was always funny. Every time some shit like that would happen to somebody that she didn't like that I hung out with would just disappear and I never saw him again. Not because she did anything to him, you know what I'm saying, but they just disappeared. You know, I don't know where the fuck they went, but I don't know who said whatever they said to him, but they disappeared. Did she have anything to do with that? Probably not, but I don't know. You know, something happened though. So them motherfuckers would just end up like just I ain't hear from them ever again. They just missing, and it wouldn't seem at work. You know, They somewhere, they alive, you know what I'm saying? At least I hope so. But I wouldn't see them no fucking more. You know, they just end up missing, you know? And then that porno was playing from her fucking walkie-talkie. Now, what excuse are y'all gonna make for me now? Or maybe it's because of it. No, there's no fucking way that my shit is coming out of their fucking room. There's no reason the shit that's coming from my room is coming out of her walkie-talkie. There's no reason for that. So clearly people are listening in. And when that happened, I'm like, it can't just be my ex is doing this shit. It has to be like a whole crew of motherfuckers. And I'm like, what intelligent agency is doing this shit? Because this ain't no normal shit. This bitch can't be that smart to do all this stuff. I mean, it don't take that hard to put some hidden shit into a room. I saw the makeup cases on other bullshit recording devices. It ain't that hard to do it. But the things that they were doing, there's no way that could be done alone. You know, without an army of people and the strength of a team. You know, and the strength of power and the strength of drugs and the strength of manipulation. It was able to lead me into these situations in hotels and things of that nature. You know, because I had nowhere else to run or turn to. I had to run to the quote unquote fucking abuser to keep myself safe. You know, obviously this person's not beating the shit out of me. I mean, what the fuck, like getting beat up by some woman? I'm not saying it couldn't happen. You know what I'm saying? It could be some woman to beat the shit, you know? But she just, you know, the way I was getting fucking fucked with was in different ways, being put to sleep and things of that nature. You know, same shit. It's slapping your girl or some shit. Same shit. You know, ain't no different. They may think it's different. Oh, I didn't actually hurt him though. Why? Because you was like fucking sleepwalking or whatever the hell you was doing, like that you don't remember the things that you would do. Like that shit is like, thinking about that shit is fucked up. Let me just not go there, you know, because you just forget doing something to somebody. Whatever, so you say. Like I believe sometimes, man, she was like sleepwalking, doing like sleep crimes and shit, you know, to me. And not knowing that she did what she fucking did. Or, you know, maybe she did, but who won't know? You know, the mind of fucking psychos and sociopaths, you ain't gonna get an answer out of them. You ain't gonna reason with them neither. That shit's out the question. Don't just wrap that up. Sipping some cognac. Cognac's good. As far as fucking me up, liquor don't really do shit for me to fuck me up. Like, a beer fucks me up. You know, like, liquor makes me tired, though. Like, if I'm drinking this shit now, hopefully I can go to sleep. Anyway, but talking to somebody, that's going to be hard to find for you, someone for you to talk to get this shit off your mind. Because people you talk to, now, remind you, this person that was talking that shit to me, the dude who I almost fucking punched right in his fucking face, claims it was a quote-unquote psychiatrist or counselor. Bullshit, motherfucker. Like, you gonna say that and then you gonna say those words to me and you claiming you that? Lying about your profession. If that is your profession, then that shows me exactly what you are. You're just a counselor. You got the information you needed in school. You got your little diploma. You got your skill set. Word for word is what they want you to say during your little training classes, and that's what you say. You don't speak from the heart ever. You speak from what the fuck you read and comprehended, and then now you think you're something. You're nobody. You're better off talking to someone like me or fellow people who've been through this shit, because people like that ain't gonna know shit about what the fuck. You know what I'm saying? They don't know nothing about nothing. And you ever had someone from this world trying to talk about what happened to trying to make you feel better about what happened in your world? Like, it just doesn't. It's not that we don't understand pain, but the pain's so different that we can't even relate to each other. And some people just don't know how to talk to you properly. They don't know how to be sensitive towards your needs and shit like that. They just don't know. They don't understand. And you tell them this kind of shit, they're just like, whoa, well, or they don't even want to hear it. Like, they're just like, I don't, you know, it's too much. You know, I tell like one little thing, like, oh, okay, let's not talk about that no more. It's like, well, motherfucker, who do I talk to then? It's gonna drive me insane if I keep holding on to this shit, you know. I don't have a lot of anger. Like, I had anger before, but if anything, it's probably taught me how to control my anger better. Because I realize what I'm capable of doing. And how much I don't give a fuck about things and how brave I can be, that I know that if things go down, I can get a certain way, you know. Because of all that shit. So if you come rushing at me, I'm going to look at you like you're everybody that did the worst things to me and what I survived from. I don't see you. I see somebody else. And I'm going to take out, you know, on what I thought I saw. Then I'll ask questions later. So I'm not into that fighting shit. I'm not into that talking shit. You know, whatever. I'm going to tell my side of the story. Ain't no snitching. Because I just saw something that was actually pretty beautiful. It was saying, you know, protecting yourself ain't snitching. You know, keeping yourself safe. Because at the end of the day, we all we got is us. I'm all I got at the end of the day. No one's going to fucking know anything that happened to me besides me. I'm going to know the true story. So I'm all I got. So I got to just find a way to make myself happy in different ways, you know? And fuck what anybody else has to think or say about me. If I sit around here thinking what everybody has to say and think about me every day, you think I'll be able to fucking just be strong and go through shit? While I'm worried about what the next motherfucker's saying about me on some bullshit. Like, there's people who say stuff to me all the time, and I play around talking to shit, but I honestly don't care about you. And the more if I show you attention or talk to you, then you feel like you're cared about. And I want you to know that you're not cared about at all. So you can go climb back into your little sissy sleeping bag and go jerk your little fucking penis while you're in there. And then just think about how much of a fucking loser you actually are. You know, while you're sitting in the dark in that sleeping bag, just sitting there. Like, god damn, I'm a piece of shit. And it's hot in here, too. I'm sweating on myself, and I'm just a fucking maggot. You know? Anyway, I'm probably going to sign out of here because I don't like to talk shit like that and then keep going, you know? It's a good closing argument. Yeah, man, life after this shit is hard, man. That's all I can say. I'm not going to tell you, like, you know, that things are going to be good because they're not. You know, it's going to be hard for you. It depends how strong you are, you know. I'm rather strong, but there's no, I don't know for how strong you are. Like, it's going to put a toll on you. It's going to wear and tear your face a little bit. You know, you're going to see the stress of your fucking pores. You're going to see it in your eyes. Things are going to be different. You know, hopefully good, not so much bad. I'm having another drink. I'm going to get off of here. It's fucking late. I'll put a bigger one in that. I'm trying to think of anything. That's just crazy though. That porn situation that actually happened. Like, this shit was broadcasting, and I had that broadcasting shit happen multiple times. But that was the funniest one because I actually heard like a porno going off. It wasn't the back of my voice. That fucking solidified the shit. Thank you, you know, for that. I'm glad you did that because that opened my eyes too, and it just, a lot of shit just made me smarter. I started learning how to evade the ways they were finding me because I started realizing that I'm like, okay, I had no cell phone on me. Damn near stripped myself naked. I did that one time, by the way. I stripped myself to my boxers in the middle of the street because I kept hearing some clicking shit on my stuff, and they stopped following me. Now, was I actually hearing that clicking noise? Maybe, maybe not. Did they stop chasing me because I took my clothes off? So they wouldn't, you know, so make it feel like I just took a bug off of me? Because that's what they could do. I mean, that's what I would do if I was on the other side. Like, you know what, he just took his clothes off. Make him think that that's what it is. It's not that hard when you're on the other end fucking with someone else's life. When I got the controller in my hand, I'm controlling the game. Like, I can make that person do whatever I want them to do. But when you're in the game, it's hard for you to make those decisions for yourself. You understand? Whether it's sports, basketball, you know what I'm saying? Baseball, you in there, like, they're like, damn, you should have did it that way. But when you watching it, you only see but so much from that view. You see what you see. Knock it out the park. Someone else see that, yo, you can't do it that way because that motherfucker's right there, ready with the glove open like that. Just catch it. You know what I'm saying? And then you're out. You know? So that shit can happen, man, in life. So you gotta, when you're in that shit, you can't see what everyone else can see from the outside. So that makes me be like, anybody in my city knows what the fuck was going on. I walked in stores and people like, yo, this motherfucker, this shit, every time he walks in here, it gets extremely busy. I've heard the fucking guy at the cashiers, multiple cashiers say that it gets extremely busy when he walks in here. And they all know about it because they weren't in on it at first. They become that. Someone goes up to them and says some fucking bullshit to them. And I think they probably pay them, you know, because I'm like, what makes these motherfuckers so loyal? Because no one's telling me shit. No one's telling me nothing. Like, people who know me, like, yo, you know me, dog. Like, you see me. Like, you, before this shit was happening. Well, at least when it wasn't like this, I can walk into a store and not everyone was after me. You know that the kind of person I am. And you know, like, we knew each other before this, so who the fuck got to you? Like, fucking Satan's fucking spirit, man, some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, the ghost of Satan just coming through and just fucking evilizing all these motherfuckers. The evils. It's fucking crazy as hell, man. Fucking, you know, whatever. Sorry. I made like 3 or 4 other videos, good ones probably, but I just took them out because they were way too deep. I didn't want to go that level. I deleted them. Mainly because I ain't got no space on my computer. The other reason I deleted them because I just didn't want to, like, this shit was making me stress. That's probably why I can't sleep now, because I got really intricate, you know, very deep into my what I was talking about. Fucking eyes been twitching all day. Left one. Stress. Don't think I don't stress for a second. Don't think that. I know I do a lot of discussions on things of that nature, but don't think that I don't stress for 1 second. I just make these videos, make myself feel a little bit better, you know. Helps me get this shit out, you know. You know, everything I used to look up on the internet was always fake and shit. Like, I'll go on the internet and it was like purposely like shit would just get fucked up. Like, I'll go on there on my phone and it would just not look real. Like, it was just like, what is this shit I'm reading? It was like I was like on a server dedicated to myself, man. And I've read about those things. I'm gonna do another video. I'm not gonna discuss it in this one, because this video is kind of all over the place now. But I'm gonna do a video where I'm gonna discuss, like, I'm gonna read off everything I read on the FBI website thing about gang stalking. It's a whole list of everything that happens, and I'm gonna read that shit off to you. And I'm gonna tell you what happened to me and what didn't. There's like 100 things on there, and it ain't gonna be a lot of those that didn't happen. It's gonna be a lot of that happened. I'll check them off myself, and I'll do that. I'll do that right now, actually. I'll take it easy out there. I know it's hard, fellow TIs, but be strong, baby. Get some laughter in your heart. I know after all this bullshit, you ain't gonna have nothing but laughter inside, you know, that you need to let out. Find your inner self. Find what makes yourself feel good. Find what's true to yourself, your natural roots. That shit's all gonna come out and way more, much powerful, way more talented than you ever were. Believe that. Way more smarter, a lot more wiser. You know. So cheers. Y'all take it easy out there. Once again, if you like my videos, man, please like and subscribe for more. I'm always going to be pumping out videos. It might not be on the same subject, but I'm going to keep pumping them out. And thank you very much. Y'all take it easy.